I really liked about it is you obviously clearly identified from a young age what was holding you back, and that was your lack of education mathematically, and lack of confidence with maths. Do you think that people put money and maths in the same bucket and therefore think that if they can't do one, they can't do the other?
I think a lot of people, not all people, because we're all different, but a lot of people essentially have that little voice in the back of their head that says, I was no good with maths at school, I'm no good with numbers, I don't really understand logic, it's too difficult, it was boring, and therefore they immediately say to themselves, even if they're not saying to themselves overtly, subliminally, they're already failing before they start. So, for instance, we know that financial capability, the ability for people to do functional maths, just understand percentages, when you go in a shop, buy one, get one free, percentages, reduction. People are overwhelmed with choice in stores, and their basic lack of mathematical confidence, I would call it, means that they often make suboptimal choices, and they can also be manipulated, and they can be vulnerable to other organisations or other individuals who might not have their best interests at heart. And it means that they either make no decision or they make bad decisions. If you then add that lack of what I call financial wherewithal, mathematical wherewithal, they equate that to being, I'm no good with money. They may not think that, but that's what it does. It often manifests itself. But for some people, they are good mathematically with money. They are good mathematically, can understand percentages and fractions and stuff like that, and understand logic, but that they've got bad impulses, or they're equating having money with having self-worth, or if they aren't driving a nice car, that somehow they're not a winner, or they're not worthy of someone's love or affection. And we see this all around, and these are the themes of the book. It's the sources of pain with money and the sources of joy. And as I said, in the book, we've got things like how, if you compare yourself to others, if you're using materialism as a proxy for a value in your life, unless you get to the root cause of what causes you to do something or not do it, you won't make any change.